This update blog might be the biggest one since July 29 for VRChat. Since we started covering this in July 29, this might be the biggest blog of the coverage. Tupper is at it again, once again, our boy Tupper. And I'm gonna tell you now, there's a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. So let's take a look at what he has to say. Tupper is the head of VRChat community, of course, so he says, "Hello, welcome to the latest VRChat developer update for August 11, 2022. When you see this on YouTube, it's gonna be August 12 already. For context, you might want to check out yesterday's update, and trust me, I'm gonna be putting the link in the description below, so you don't have to worry about that. I will tell you, we have to get right into it because there's a lot. Schedule change. If you guys do not know, they're gonna change the update schedule for this kind of content from every day, Tuesday and Friday, starting next week. So I'll be covering that for you guys every week, starting next week as well. Then eventually they're gonna go one per week. Now the issue the not issues the release of the betas to 2022.2.2 P2C has been released, but due to the issues we had to change some plans. We aren't going to release P3 live this week. Read more about that in the next section. We will do. However, there are some urgent changes we need to make in order to help with issues that have been affecting the stability. So we're gonna release it tomorrow. Okay? So they're gonna release it tomorrow, which is gonna be August 12th. Now here's what's next. 2022.2.2 P3 live beta updates. Live beta. So no new feature released live this week. Instead, we're updating the live beta with new features that will happen tomorrow too. Soon after the small P2C patch, we decided to hold the release of P3 because of various bugs with included systems that we aren't confident we can fix in time. These bugs are severe enough we call them blockers that, unless fixed, would not be allowed to go into the live branch. They either cause confusion, break VRChat, or something else we wouldn't be happy with. So enough about the blockers. Let's talk about what's going to be in P3 due out tomorrow with the live branch. The warning, it's a lot, and some of them still need to be in review. I've marked it should be in P3 just in case if they yank something out last minute. Here we go. Everybody ready for the whole shebang because there's be a lot. Text chat box. If you're not familiar with it, make sure you guys check out these two links here. I'm going to be putting these two particular into the description. Here's what it says. By default, chat boxes are only shown for your friends. You can choose to show for everyone or show nobody's chat box. If somebody's using the chat box feature, you want to turn it off for them. You'll see a red typing indicator that you would normally be. If you see someone that want chatting box, relax your settings to a more permissive level. They are now also supporting OSC input. If you do OSC, that is for you guys, and that is /chatbox/input space S and space B. Input text into chat box. If B is true, send the text in S immediately by passing the keyboard. If B is false, open the keyboard and populate it with the provided text. Most likely these are for the developers. /chatbox/typing space B will allow you to toggle the typing indicator on or off. If you do the ASCII/ASC2 characters, then that's for you guys as well. And here's how it's going to look like in the menu. As you guys can see, we have the friends, everyone, and only me. And then the display duration is 30 seconds according to this image. The chat box size is 100% according to this image. And the chat box opacity is 100%, meaning it's visible for you. Next, during QA, we discovered that you could use OSC to spam fast text as the OSC updates about 5 hertz, and it could be really annoying as you can see here. So we implemented a cooldown system. You can spend up to 5 messages for 5 seconds. Exceed that and there's a 30-second countdown. Cooldown. So as you can see here, for this example, 28 seconds. So they will time you out for 28 seconds if you try to spam the chat. Now, 30 seconds I think is fair. So let's not be complaining here because that's a fair number. The number was chosen deliberately. Deliberately, we know that people might use OSC to implement some interesting mechanics using constantly present chat box. Since the shortest chat box display duration is 2 seconds, you should be able to send a new message every 1.5. To avoid triggering the cooldown, we're also permitting updating without flashing the chat box. Shown here. As you can see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, and let's keep going up. And yes, they have a profanity filter. Yes, yes, my friends, they have a profanity filter for you. So if there are profanity words, they're gonna filter those out. This feature should be in P3 live beta update tomorrow. And now comes our favorite, the personal mirror. The personal mirror gets an update. A bunch of updates to the personal mirror now have been merged in. Let's talk some technical detail because some of these updates trickle down into new features for world creators. So for those of you who are into the version of building, this is for you. So if you are building a world with a personal mirror, make sure you read this carefully. I am not going to read everything because this is not for that is only for those who develop the actual world. So if you are a world developer, make sure you read this carefully. Now this one I will read, however. Mirror resolution changer. This one I will read because it is for everybody. Some people apparently have these really nice and fancy headsets, ridiculously high resolutions because of how mirrors work. Mirrors don't look so great in them, so we've added the ability to adjust the resolution of mirrors to account for these headsets. Or if you just like tuning up everything ultra no matter what. You've set mirrors to render a 1/4 resolution, 1/2, or full. And after confirming a warning saying, hey, you might cause performance problems, unlimited resolution. Unlimited resolution scales the mirror resolution dynamically with screen space. Take a look. So let's have a look at this video. As you can see here, we have the mirror, the personal mirror, and you can see that the resolution is about to change. It's going to scale up to unlimited according to the way that it looks like. As you can see, the picture is changing. And you have ultra graphics. I always keep mine low for the sake of my computer. But it is up to you guys of how you want to play. Next one. These changes to be in the P3 live beta update today. That is tomorrow because I'm reading this from August 11. More favorites. Easy peasy lemon squeaky, ladies and gentlemen. More favorites. As you guys can see, there are 5 groups for our VRChat Plus members. Hello. And if you are not a VRChat Plus member, good news. You have 50 now instead of just 25. And actually, that's a fair number. So if you are a VRChat Plus member, you get 5, 10, 15, 20, 250 favorite avatar or favorite avatars. This is useful for those of you who play a lot of characters on your YouTube channel, like myself. I'm getting 5 more, at least 5 more characters to play as on my channel, including 4, including 1 as an Emerald Hunter. So that is going to be very good stuff. Okay, that's very good stuff. Then we have the worlds. 400 worlds, ladies and gentlemen. Now take a look at this. As you can see here, we've broken them down here. Without VRChat Plus, you are at three friends list multiplied by 150. That equals 450 friends. Worlds is going to be 4 times 100. So you get 400 worlds. Avatars, you get 1 times 50 or 50, which is multiplied by 2. For those of you who would VRChat Plus, 6 times 50 is 300, so you get multiplied by 2. You get a 3 times increase if you are a VRChat Plus members. For avatars, that is. Friends and roles will be unchanged. Coming out today. Camera resolution options. This will let you choose which resolution to change your camera within VRChat. I'll have a max of 8K, aka 8K on PC and 4K on Quest. The reason why they're limiting it down to 4K on Quest is because some of them are like the resolution with your computer. You have to be very careful and all that good stuff. So here's a look. Here's a look at the camera. This looks really nice, actually. So as you can see, the options are shown there with a 8K option as well. Because this guy is on, I believe, Quest. The limit is 4K, but I think they put 8K there just to show that the prototype. The feature will be in the beta today. Camera smart rotation, simply put, is put into portrait mode. Very simple, very straightforward, already in the update for today. Next one is the one about the snapping of the percentage sliders when it comes to QM audio. So this is the one where you put 5% each time it snaps. So as you can see here, let's go ahead and play this video. As you can see here on the slider snapping, you can turn it on or off. And then when you go ahead and toggle the slider, if it's on, it's always every 5%. If it's off, then it's going by 1. All right, that's very straightforward to understand. This is going to be in the beta today. Hide the avatar globally. This feature allows you to click on someone wearing an avatar, then click hide globally, meaning that everyone that's wearing that same avatar will be hidden, unless it's overridden by show avatar. Take a look at this. As you can see, they turn back into robot. Already in the beta for today. Coming to the beta today. Keyboard paste, I'm not going to talk about this too much. That's very straightforward. Earmuff for the avatar audio. People like earmuffs so far, we're improving it a little bit more. We added the ability to optionally affect avatar audio sources with the earmuffs feature. The change will be in the P3 live beta today. Collaboration confirmation dialog. That is for those of you with the collaborations. Take a look at this. A little bit of collaboration problems. To confirm collaboration, especially if you're on Quest. Quick menu informational headers. This is going to be useful. As you guys can see, which one is on or off. Safe mode is when you want to go safe mode in terms of like your performance. Streamer mode, if you are a streamer like myself, they hide your username. The problem with this one, only thing with this, if you are following my channel recently, we've been doing the Emerald Hunter series, right? So the only reason why we have it on, or how to have it on, have it off for streamer mode, is because we need to have friends auto join. Because if you don't if you have this on, they automatically turn off friend requests. So we cannot do that for Emerald Hunter's purposes. But this is in the beta today. you guys want to check that out. Gesture indicator icons, very simple. Very simple, not gonna read more. Their clip fixes, not gonna read more. There's a bug. They will fix it. Up next, there's going to be more features, but here are the ones that are following it up. They are not in the beta this time around. They will be in the beta sometime in the near future. Here's what we have. Hide avatars by distance. This is the one where you slide the slider to determine how many meters to hide an avatar. For example, 5 meter. Once the avatar is 5 meters away, they will be invincible until you go in range or they come to you. That's how this works. Very straightforward. Visual adjustments. If you guys are into the visual adjustments, you can read this. VRChat UI and all that good stuff. Eleador Haptics. So this is the one where it's the contact with the avatar and all that good stuff. This is very straightforward. There's a prototype. This is the one I've been working on. Looking at the desktop camera and drone camera. I had a feeling they were going to call it a drone in terms of VRChat words. So here's what we got. Yesterday we showed up a desktop camera and noted that it was basically halfway to implementing a full drone. Today we spent some time in design, looking into ways to map the controls into VR easily. We are likely going to release the desktop version first, thank you very much, and then ship the VR version following it, instead of holding the desktop camera. So thank you very much, VRChat. I love that, because I want a desktop camera, and we finally got our wish. Right now, the challenge is getting all the degrees of freedom mapped into VR controllers. There was also the discussion regarding range of clipping the drone through walls. For now, we decided to letting the drone range unlimited. Allowing the camera to clip through walls is probably fine, and we will react to feedback as we see it. This is very useful. Now, keep in mind that I am going to be using the desktop camera. I'm going to test it out as well when it comes into beta. And the reason why is because I'm going to use that to our advantage when it comes to Emerald Hunters or content that you're going to see on the channel. I am so excited to play with this, because that means better thumbnails too. But there's more that I want to do with that. There's actually cool stuff I want to do with that. I'm not going to tell you what until I figure out what I want to do with it first officially. Next, there's more stuff. Avatar scaling. Okay, so this one, there's a prototype of Avatars 3.0. I believe this is for those of you who make avatars. I'm not going to read too much of it about it, just because I don't want to read 14 paragraphs about this. Just because. But that is just for you guys to read. If you want to read this, I will be putting this in the description of this video. Finally, conclusion. Of course, the conclusion. As mentioned above, we won't be releasing P3 live this week. We will, however, be pushing a bunch of features into the beta. You'll be able to try it out with your friends anyway. So expect these things to be out within the next few hours. You are watching this on Thursday and Friday at 12. Expect it to be out a few more hours from now. If you are early bird watchers, expect it out to be tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, get ready for another VRChat development blog update, because as you can see here, see you tomorrow. And then the push for P3 will be early next week, assuming that everything works correctly, everything else is right. So that was a lot of stuff to go over. What I'm looking forward to is the camera. I'm really looking for the camera. I really want to see how it looks like. And then another feature is the text chatbot. That's going to be useful. Only reason why I'm going to use that is to test it out. And of course, what is that useful for? Those of you who do not want to role play using your voice, and that's cool. I'm not against that. And actually, I like this chatbot material. So we're going to take a look at that when it comes into testing mode. What is not in testing mode, however, is the channel. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been checking out the channel. Also, those of you who know about the new perks, if you do super thanks, you'll be getting a shout out during the next VRChat highlight video package. For this time around, you're gonna have to wait until I do the Infinite the Jackal um takeover week highlights for that. Since the 1,000 subscribers did not happen until we got to finish the Shady one. You're gonna have to wait for Infinite to get your first official shoutouts. But our shoutout for today, if you are watching, is Bolts the Hedgehog, of course. Shout out for the $15 super chat from the stream on with Infinite earlier today on August 11, 2021, 2022, 22. With the stream this afternoon. We'll see you guys on that, and of course the super thanks as well. So make sure you guys check that out, and we'll see you guys in our next VRChat developer update video on August 13, August 11, 12, 2022. Enjoy and have fun. Of course, as always, stay chatting, my friends.